Pat, have you guys been shooting that well in practice, and how important is it to be able to shoot that well with what you guys are trying to accomplish this year?
We're shooting the ball well. We are. We've worked extremely hard in the off-season on our skill set, and I think it's showing. It's coming through. Ross Travis looks like a confident guy. He's ready to step up and be that second or third scorer. Brandon Taylor, same thing. Can you say hello? Hi, say hi. And I think it's important. There's going to be days, you guys got to understand, that we're going to miss shots. But I think we also have, some post-up situations that we went to when they went on their little run that got us back in the game. Northwood jumped us. Well-coached team. Those kids were ready to go. I give Coach Mass a lot of credit. But I was proud of our guys. They responded well. I think over years past we might have, got a little nervous, got a little worried there. But when we called that timeout, I just told them, relax, exhale. I could tell they were so jacked up in the locker room. And sometimes that can go as a negative. It could be a negative. And I think that's what it was. So I was really proud of them, the way they competed.
They said they didn't talk about finding the open guy. They talked about finding the shooting pocket, the open guy. Is that the attention to detail that's going to help you guys make more shots?
I'm glad they said that. They're definitely listening. That's exactly right. We've been talking about throwing great passes to the shield, because we have a shield on our practice jersey. So I would say in the uniform, to the numbers, right to the shooting pocket. We have a lot of good shooters, but when you put it right there at their chest, our percentages will go up. If you throw it at their ankles, our percentages are going to go down. If you throw it over their head, our percentages are going to go down. So that's something we've been working on for 6 months. You see Uncle Paul? Here, go. So it's, I think you saw it today. I thought we had a lot of good ones. And it's been, funny thing was when they threw bad ones, he came back and that was a bad pass. My bad, coach. Tell him his teammate, my bad. So a good point of emphasis for us to be a great passing team this year.
Talk about the distribution of points. Frazier wasn't your leading scorer, but he had a lot of, a lot of kickbacks and he just had a good court presence of where everybody else was.
Yeah, Timmy, I think he had 6 assists in the first half, didn't he? 6 and something like that. He's trying to find his pace, trying to find his rhythm. I said this the other day. He got mad at me. I'm going to say it again. He's going to be a little rusty. He's got to find his pockets, getting used to a whole new team, playing alongside DJ and Ross, and these guys are more talented than they were the past 2 years. So to instill that faith and trust and have him comfortable out there, I think that's what you saw in the first half. He tried to let things come to him. He made plays for others, which was great. And then the second half, he made plays for himself. There's got to be a happy medium, and I think he found that.
Talk about Coach Massimino. He had great things to say about you and the program. What's your relationship with him?
Well, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Villanova family. Rolly hired Jay Wright back in the day, took a chance. Jay Wright took a chance on me. And when I started working for Jay, Rolly would come around a lot, and I spent a great deal of time with him. Just learning from him. The guy's a legend. Look, I'm walking him around Saturday at the football game. People don't even know who I am, but they know who he is. And they're stopping, taking pictures. And to me, the guy is just an incredible human being. How many players that he's touched over his lifetime, what he's done for certain programs. It's just amazing. And, he's doing a great job down there. They won 30 games last year. He's got talent again. They jumped us. And I had a feeling it was going to come. But he's meant a lot to me in my growth as a coach, as an assistant at Villanova, and now as a head coach. Because I got to spend time with him and ask him about being a head coach and the pitfalls and what to stay away from. And he was great for me. He really was. Words of wisdom.
Was it surreal being on the other opposite bench coaching against a guy who I'm sure you grew up?
I'm disappointed with myself because I have a great picture. I went to St. Anastasia, CYO in Newtown Square. And I went to Villanova basketball camp with my brother. And my entire team was there. And I have it up in my office, in my home office. And I forgot to bring it. And I'm disappointed with myself because there I am in 6th grade with Coach Massimino and John Pannone with the entire team. And I looked at it last night. I laid it out. I wanted to bring it today because I wanted to show him. He made an impact on me as a child, and he continues to do that in my adulthood. Just amazing for me to be able to be able to say that we were on the sideline together. Pretty cool.
These games can be a little misleading in either direction statistically. Did you get, for the most part, what you thought you'd get out of these guys? And was there anything that was like you thought you'd see more from someone and didn't, or got more than you normally see from someone?
I felt like we played a really solid 40-minute basketball game. And that's what we're all about. You know, we talk about the Penn State way, we talk about Penn State basketball, and I felt like our guys did a great job of that. And you see minutes hopefully some minutes can decrease a little bit for Tim, DJ, and Ross, because these young guys really want to play. I felt like overall, 1 through 13 did a very good job. 27 free throws, they shot 26. That could be a concern. That play hard down in the first half. They didn't get to the 1-1, so only the 4-minute timeout. I was really proud of them. That's been our focus, play hard without fouling, and try to take away trees. I only think they made 1 3 in the first half, or 1 or 2. Big 1 or 2. I can't recall. Yes, you know? Was it 2? So, for us, doing a great job with that need 3 for bringing 3, and I think they're understanding what we're trying to do. So little things like that. They only got 5 offensive rebounds. It was not asking about rebounding. It's been a big concern pre-season here. And that's a team that plays hard, and they send 4 guys to the legs. So it's really good to see that kind of consistency.
And you had 2 consecutive fast break scores. What did you think about that lineup?
It's nice to have options. I don't want to play DJ Newbell at the 4 all the time. I think I'd like to do it just for a few minutes. But I think you saw some speed and some quickness and some athleticism out there that's going to be fun to watch. That's going to put some fear into bigger teams, slower teams. So I think we're pretty even keel right now with what lineups we can use. We got big ones, we got small ones, and that's good for us going into our first game.
You guys got 66 shots. Some of that's probably the turnovers, but how much of that is Tim Frazier being back on the floor?
I think it has a lot to do with they were blitzing him to start the game. So blitzing means trapping. So they were doing that to start the game. He's giving the ball up. We're making the extra pass. Again, focus on passing and being great receivers. So I think for us to have 17 assists, I don't care who we're playing. I mean, that's a step in the right direction. 13 turnovers might be a little too much for me, but I thought with Tim being on the floor, you create a double team. And as DJ, he got hurt, but look at his stat line, 4 for 7. I mean, that's good shooting. So he'll start to warrant a double team. These Ross Travis, Brandon Taylor, Donovan Jack, Allen Roberts, these guys, Graham Woodward, they got to be down, ready to shoot, take good shots.
Yeah, media day, you said Graham Woodward was a guy who can come in and provide some shooting. There's 3 for 4 a day. Is that what you've been seeing since he got here?
Yeah, he's been shooting the ball well. It's funny, he's a gamer. He's not shooting the ball really well in practice because Tim Frazier's guarding him and then DJ's guarding him. But in games, man, we had a scrimmage. He played really well in the scrimmage. He shot 4 for 5 there. He shot 4 for 5 today, 3 for 4 from 3. I mean, the kid he's got some courage out there. He's brave.
How is DJ?
He's fine. He's cramped up. He's good.
Julian, is there something?
He had a concussion. He's fine. He just got, he was just out for a few days. He just passed all his tests. He'll be back on practice on Tuesday.
And it looked like John had something on his foot.
He had a bunion. He's fine.
We have to ask.
And I'm going to tell you the truth. So I can't make that one up. I can try.
There's a couple young guys on the bench were saying after a certain dive, certain turnovers, that's Penn State way. So how quickly have the young guys meshed into the way that you run things here?
Yeah, they're getting there. And I would take credit away from us as a staff and give credit to the leaders. Our captains this year are going to be, Tim and Ross and Wiz and DJ. And I think it starts with them. And they demand it in practice. They demand attention in the huddle, attention to detail. And it's great to see that you don't play the score, you go out and play as hard as you can for each other. And, Kevin Montmany goes in the game, he's diving all over the place. Wiz goes in the game, he's playing the right way. We're not trying to get ours. We're not trying to show up anybody. We're not turning this thing sour. So the leadership has done a great job so far.
The top 8 were what it was today, what you expect it to be come Saturday, and how deep do you think you can go when everything is where you want it to be?
Top 8, I play the first 20 minutes like I'm going to play a real game. That was my mindset. Little fear about the fouling. So we're going to have to go, we could go 9 or 10, depending on, every crew is going to be different. This crew I thought did a pretty good job, even though I was on them a little bit. They still did a good job. The scrimmage crew caught it a lot tighter. So every game is going to be really different. See. And then we have to adjust. In that first media timeout, I have to say, hey, they're calling it real tight. We got to be smarter, or keep playing aggressive.
And guard's a tough position to play for you. How far away is Gino from where you want him to be in terms of seeing minutes?
He's got to keep working hard every day in practice, and he's trying. He's trying. He's a freshman, and sometimes they don't understand. Like, I am playing hard. You know what I mean? They think you're playing hard. You're playing hard, and coach is playing was a lot different. But it's not like he's putting his head down. He keeps coming in every day. I'm just going to work harder. Going to try to win the Attitude Club. Same with Peyton Banks. And I'm trying to get on those guys now because we're going to need them at some point. There's going to be an injury. There's going to be foul trouble. There's going to be something. And they got to be ready to play.
Is Allen Roberts closer to being the type of player that you want now as opposed to when he got here a couple months ago?
Man, he's playing solid basketball. He played solid basketball in scrimmage. He played solid today. He had one little, turnover that, it's okay. But as far as his line, I think he had 6 defensive rebounds at halftime. I mean, look at his line: 11, 7, 3 assists, 3 for 4 from the line, 2 for 2 from 3. He just needs to. That's his role. Play solid. Don't do anything outside that role.
Some of the hustle plays.
He's buying in, and he wants to be great and he wants to win.
Coach Tim said when he and the older guys were on the bench, and Graham and some younger guys were in there, he said that he noticed that Graham was taking over as a leadership role. Ideally, when you get to the Big Ten, he may not be the leader out there, Graham, but how nice is it to know that he has those traits and those abilities?
Graham is a tough kid. He is tough, man. I don't know if you saw him. He's playing a post man a couple times and just out toughing him, and little things like that go a long way. And then I felt like he slowed. The game got a little bit slower for him. Played at a better pace. He called some of the offense before I even called him. So, we have a little quarterback club. We sit down with Graham and Tim and DJ, and we go over decision-making. They go on a 7-0 run. What are we going to do? How are we going to respond? Well, it's our job, collectively, the head coach and the point guards, to make sure we're getting the ball where we need to get a layup, a post-up, or to the foul line. And I felt like that's been a valuable time with me, and he's learning a lot from that. And spending time with Tim and DJ is huge. So those guys are doing a good job with him.
One more.
Brandon Taylor, his NBA range threes today.
I don't want him to shoot those. Is that what you're
You have confidence throwing them.
Look, I want my guys to play with confidence. You guys know that. I mean, I came here on offense, play with confidence, shoot open shots. You got to always, stick it. And he's earned the right to actually shoot that shot. He comes in every day, does a great job. He's trimmed his body down, his body fat's down, everything. He's doing it all. And, he took a deep one, all right, but took 2 deep